yeah, I'll be plugging up my own shit, so my man so graciously came in here and just plugged up the focus right real quick for a brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good spot. My boy used to like work for this company actually.
Yeah.
They have a couple different studios.
Right.
There's like 4 of them. There's Burbank, Hollywood, this one Melrose.
Oh yeah, I gotta stay tapped in with you, man. You know where the studio's at. You definitely, the one you sent me, that shit was nice too. It was just booked out on some shit. I was like, damn. It's the same thing over in my area. Just some of them are like selective. You feel me? They don't work with everybody.
Right.
So like New York is kind of like that, you know, and stuff like that. And like like Jersey, they ain't really got a lot of studios, period. So it's like, you know, unless I'm using my own shit, you know, it's like I'm just like. Ain't much to do. All the studios ain't gonna let you smoke out there. That'd be the thing, you know? That's
crazy.
So I ain't booking if they don't let me smoke. I told you that one, I can't do it.
For these interviews, because I do a lot of these interviews, like I was saying, and typically it's like another artist that I'm interviewing.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to do something just like called artist to artist. So I'm probably just gonna call this artist to artist.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to understand that it's like more than just me sitting here as like a journalist interviewing you, but more like conversational. Well, shit. Let me know when. We're good. You good? You good?
Good. Solid.
Good? What's going on, Underground World? My name is Pofsky. This is the first episode officially of Artist to Artist, man. Something I've been trying to do for a long time, and we're really gonna kick it off today with the first episode. I got my man here, Taz. End Taz.
I'm saying what's good, Pofsky. You know,
yes,
going
sir.
Crazy.
We're over here at the room, Melrose. I got Gavin Banksy on the camera, Louise G in the cut, my man Hektik, DJ Hektik. Yes, they came here from Jersey. Yeah. Crazy journey, right? So you've been in here all day, 12 hours, right?
For sure, getting it in.
Yeah, how does it feel? Like, first and foremost, how does it feel just being in the Cali studio first time and shit?
It felt good being in LA. I was just telling him, like, you know, just the weed different over here, all that too. So it's a good feel, like the weather good. You know, everything about being over here puts you in a different space. I needed that right now, like just being in a different headspace. Keep flooding records, you know, trying to work as much as I can. And, you know, we going to the studio tomorrow too, so it's pretty much studio every day while I'm out here. That and, you know, hanging out with family. That's it. Right. Yeah.
So you got here yesterday, last night or something?
Yeah, I got here yesterday. It was probably midday. I got here. So yeah, I got here around then. And then, yeah, you know, I was just chilling, eating and smoking. That's what I did as soon as I touched down, and then got to work this morning. You know, 9 a.m. early.
Right. Was there something you had in mind, like right when you touched down, you wanted to eat or do other than the studio, like in Cali?
In-N-Out Burger. Had to do it.
First time you had In-N-Out?
Nah, it's actually like I had In-N-Out in Vegas. I done did Vegas a few times, so I had In-N-Out in Vegas. I already knew it was out here, so I was like, all right, as soon as I touched down, how far to In-N-Out? I think it was like 10 minutes from the airport.
Mm-hmm. And you came in from Burbank, you were saying,
Burbank,
right?
Yeah.
Smooth, it was cool.
Everybody was telling me LAX be crazy with the traffic and stuff like that, so they was like, you know, there's a family, everybody's like, flying to Burbank, make your life easier.
Yeah.
You know, you won't be stuck in all that traffic. Nah, Burbank was a lot smoother.
Yeah.
A lot smoother. Different though, the airport was different. They ain't had me take off my shoes, none of that stuff this time. I don't know, airport was a little different, but you know, that's it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You getting like the little cheat codes of LA, you know what I'm saying? Right airport to come into, the right studios. Like, it was cool. You hit me and you already got this spot. It seemed like you got a good head on your shoulders of just like going to an area and kind of figuring it out on your own, right? Which is something I relate to. Like, I went to your city at one point and tried to do the same thing, connect with radio stations, whatever. Like, so what's your experience like in Cali, or where else have you done that? And tell me your experience kind of doing that.
Word. I mean, well, the first real place I probably did it in, I mean, I did it in a few other places, but I'll say the first time I really touched ground on that was like Miami, doing it in Florida, and just the way I linked up with, I guess you could say, the family that I made out there. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah, you know, and that's just, you know, just my boys from West Palm Beach and you know, just the whole squad out there. They definitely showed so much love and made me want to do it more places. I was like, this love could be everywhere, so let me go tap in with them people who, you know, who willing to tap in with me and willing to network, willing to work, you know. And it's been working good. That's been a big thing for me, I think. You know, venturing out, trying to go other places. We trying to do different countries next. You know, we just sitting here trying to get the key places, Miami, LA, a couple more places we ain't gonna talk about yet, but you know, and then we gonna try to take it out the country. That's the big goal.
What's kind of the goal when you go to these other places, right? Like,
the goal at first, keep it real, was shows. We was trying to do shows, but I just figured sometimes it's easier to like just kind of set up a studio session and kind of get the listening party going. Right. I wanted people to really get to hear a big bulk of the music. It's kind of hard to do that at a show if you're not doing an hour-long set. Right. You know what I mean? So I like, all right, what way can I kind of get people together to kind of get them that 20 songs and get them to hear the whole thing and really actually get to listen like they not distracted by nothing else. Like studio settings put you there, so we've been really setting up the listening parties. I think that's going to be a big thing for us next. But we definitely still doing the shows, showcases, and, you know, trying to keep on doing those too. You know what I'm saying? But I think the listening parties are a good groundbreaker for everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
that's fire. So let's kind of take it back to Jersey and just kind of like how it all started, right? Like, are you throwing shows in Jersey as like a younger guy? Like, how long you been making music? Like, kind of just catch me up on how you got to this point. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I've been making music since I was 14.
Okay. Same here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 27 now, so that's 13 years. I just turned 27 too. But yeah, I've been making music since 14. I made some records in high school that some people knew, whether I don't know. You know, they wasn't the best records in the world to me, but. And I don't think that everybody else either, but, you know, everybody knew the songs. That's all I cared about at the time was everybody knowing the songs. I threw parties back then. I dabbled in it. Like, I worked at a YMCA, so I actually booked the YMCA that I worked at because they gave me a super discount type stuff like that. They really worked with me and showed love.
Right.
So I booked a little party there. That was definitely a dope party. That was definitely a good kickoff. My mom actually even did the door, so she kind of seen all the money coming in.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, you really got people here. Like, that's what's up.
And the importance of having someone you trust at the door, right? To speak to that.
She had all her friends there, too. No lie. She had all her friends there. You know what I'm saying? And, like, yeah, it was, you know, they was at the door and just doing that, whatever. So that was super cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did a couple of the parties after that, but I was really more focused on how the music sounded. That was my biggest thing, like how the music sounded and trying to make the music sound better, because I don't think I was one of them artists who got it at first. I had to like work to be okay or good at what I'm doing. Like I really had to do this often, like, you know, every day, like really work at it. A lot of people, you know, God bless some people who, you know, get up and they wake up in the morning and they can make a hit. Shout out to them. You know, I was just one of them. I had to really work to be better and start understanding what's going on to be better, you know. So even that leads me to the next point. Like after that, after high school time, I went to college. I don't want to skip too much. I'm gonna try not to skip anything, but I went to college. I did an internship for a guy named Casper, who did a lot of big records and engineered for a lot of big people. Countless people. I don't even want to ramble off his list. It's too long.
Yeah.
But
you was just helping him, kind of under his wing, like just learning and shit.
Learning, sitting behind him, and, you know, just learning how to be in the studio atmosphere more than anything. You know what I mean?
Etiquette. It's a big part of
That's
it. That's
a big part of it. Like, you know,
knowing how to act.
Like
for sure.
Really knowing how to act in the studio, or knowing how when something goes wrong, how to try and use problem solving and fix something. So I really like my basis engineering, and after that, I kind of did some songwriting for a lot of people. I ain't gonna talk too much about the songwriting either, cause, you know, I songwrote for a lot of people. I don't even be really talking too much about it. But a lot of people from Jersey, a lot of people from Jersey.
It's hard.
I was really just giving my songs at that point, but it kind of worked in my favor, cause you know what I'm saying. Later on, it was easy for me to get a couple features. You know, I already had some stuff that I worked on with people that wasn't out, that I was kind of able to do something with. So. You know what I'm saying? Right. Songwriting and engineering, the point being, that was the base. It definitely wasn't like event planning or doing clothing or any of the other stuff I'm doing now. I building a studio of my own, like none of that stuff it was really just a base of engineering and songwriting, and even the artist thing, like me pushing that's generally I wouldn't say new. I say like 2 to 3 years, but
Got you.
you know, I ain't been pushing that like that. I always had music out, but I was never pushing it the way I am now.
So you went to school for like engineering and shit, or you just kind of learned? I
went to school for a little while. I went to Institute of Audio Research in New York. I actually think they closed down now. I don't even think that's open no more. But I went over there at the time, and it was cool, good experience. I met a lot of people, and learned a lot of stuff. Yeah, I went over there, so that was the most of the school thing. I really learned most of my stuff from doing my own stuff, interning, stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Being in the field.
Yeah, for sure. I also did like live performances. Like I did a lot of the live setups for a band called Valarie Adams The Dimensions.
Oh, like production, setting up.
Yeah. Like live stages. Like they do festivals. They do cruise ships. They do, like, you know, she done open up for Stevie Wonder, Patti LaBelle. Like, you know, are you talking about? Yeah, they're like older R&B. They do covers and stuff like that, and they're dope though. You know, they definitely showed a lot of love to help me like understand touring and understand going somewhere and meeting people, kind of like how I've been doing now. I think they really put me on game with all that, how to make a living yourself off of it. You know what I'm saying? Rather than, because they're not signed to anything, not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, you know, I apologize. But they're not signed to anything I know of. They do their own thing, and that was what I admired about the whole situation. But yeah, I was a roadie for them. You know, that type of thing. Really getting the speakers and hooking everything up, hooking the drums up, and they full band. So you know, it's drums, guitar,
mics to the drum. Like, it's complicated shit. It's not easy. Like live sound is like a whole other beast, man.
People don't know how much different that is, but that's what that made the studio easier. That made being in here easier for me, and it made me navigate this a lot easier.
Right, and I imagine as an artist, it probably helped your live performance, because you know how you want to sound, you know how it's sounding on the other side of things. Right?
Watching the woman who is the lead in this band, her way of performing, the way that she does stuff, definitely helped me learn something. You know what I'm saying?
The singer or what?
Yeah, she's a lead singer. Her name Valarie Adams. She's. That's why I said she got performances on YouTube with Patti LaBelle. I mean, and stuff like that. That's why I said I compare to that all the time, because those are the people that she be around. So that's who I learned from. You know, her, and somebody who learned from great people like that. You know, and been around great people like that. So
yeah, legendary.
And it's the same thing with the engineers I've been around, or I've learned from. You know, they've been around a lot of great people and engineering for a lot of great people. So it's you know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to learn and just keep it moving. Now I took all that, you know, made my own business. We doing the West End Company thing, and we taking that to the moon. That's what's going on, you know.
So tell me about the company. Like, what does it entail? Obviously, artistry, events, but tell me more in depth. Like,
the main thing I started it as was music management. Like, that was the main purpose of it, but I just started doing so much, I just decided to tie it in with a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I actually, like, really went to the lawyers, and I was getting copyrights and trademarks for this stuff, and they were like, man, like, you have so much going on, it's not even funny. You know, and that's when I started realizing, yo, like, I have to really narrow down what I'm doing. But, I mean, even down to the podcast, we starting the podcast as soon as I get back in Jersey. I know you seen that on my Instagram, you know, little things I'm trying to do with the podcast, so we got that room set up. Yeah. I'm gonna be opening up shows for other people that I'm a sponsor and help out other people, so. You know, but I just wanted to be able to talk. I think this is a side of me I haven't really gotten to give too many people or give anybody. Like, I don't do interviews. I barely do shows. Now I'm doing shows because they're my own, and I'm setting them up and stuff like that, but I barely do stuff like that. I be chilling, you know what I mean?
Right. But it's cool that you are, like, pushing yourself to get out the box, like, especially as an artist, and that's what I want to dive into as well, is, like, what made you want to be an artist, right? But that's what kind of comes with being an artist, right? You kind of got to get out there and show face and, like, build and perform and do the things that aren't always as comfortable, right? So I admire that for sure, and I admire you're out here on the West Coast putting in work with your boy. Like, you're not taking any breaks. Like, that's admirable, you know what I'm saying? So absolutely. And, like, in terms of your artistry, like, why did you decide to be an artist? Like, how did that come about?
I really love this shit. I'm one of them people. I'm a studio junkie. I'm doing this all day. This is like, that's why I built my own studio, because I do this all day. Like, I love being around this and just coming up with music, and I'm really like, if you ask me, I do R&B. You know what I'm saying? I sing. You know, I know a lot of people say some of my stuff is hip hop, whatever, but I mostly try to sing. I do the rap records, but that's because I can really rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not because I'm not, I don't know, I gotta stop with those in a minute though, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting too grown and too out of that, so I'm starting to just like the R&B records more. That's more in my pocket, you know, singing on these records. I can write the hell out of a song. You know, I don't think I always knew how to perform the song. I didn't know how to put that on the mic, my idea. Like, I couldn't put it on the mic, but at the end of the day, I could always write the song. Like, I was always really good at making a catchy hook. Like, as I said, even my first song that people say was bad, like, I ain't gonna tell nobody what the song is. They gotta do their own research and go find the record I'm talking about. But, you know, the first song I ever made that kind of made a little noise, like, I don't know if people really liked it or not, but at the end of the day, everybody knew it because it was catchy.
Right.
Everybody knew the record because it was catchy.
For the pen, like,
catchy, you know what I'm saying? Not even like I rapped in it, nothing like that. Like, it was just the hook on it, and just the stuff I was saying was really catchy. Like, so it's always, it's been that. Like, it's been a really catchy thing, like, and being able to write these songs. Like,
yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
So while you're in LA here, you got the bakery tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, you know. We doing something with my man CJ. You know, CJ Green showed a lot of love on this, trying to help out. I mean, he flew all the way from Atlanta. And there's other people out here from Lost Boy Entertainment that are already out here. So, you know, we just trying to form with them. You know, I hit a bunch of people the same way I hit you. Just trying to show love to anybody I seen trying to work. You know, I'm that person. I tap in on Instagram. Like, other people are not gonna do that. They're not gonna really, like, the other artists is really not doing that. They're like, I really tap in with mad people. You know, I see a couple artists, like, that be on it the way I'm on it. But, like, a lot of these artists, they really be looking over, like, most people. I mean, my young boys in Florida, they're so nice, it's not even funny. I'm gonna play some of their music tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're gonna see. I mean, they're so nice, it's not even funny. Like, that's why I said I got my little roster of people. You know, that's why my boy Hektik on that roster. You know what I'm saying? It's DJs though, a lot of that too. Like, I don't really do a lot of artists. Even my boys in Florida, they their own group. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like, they got their own management as well. They got their own things going on. Like, we just a family. It's a big family over here. That's what we trying to do. We trying to push the love and trying to push connections everywhere. When you touch down somewhere, you want to know somebody, right? You know what I mean? If you was to go to Florida now, you know you could call Taz. Like, I'll tune you in with the right people, because I know a lot of people down there, even from cars and all that, car rentals, all that stuff. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's important. I mean, that's what we based our company around. That's how we move as a company. So it was very in line with what we're already doing. That's why it was like an easy call to link up and make this shit happen, you know?
Oh, y'all went out your way. I want to let everybody know y'all went out your way for this. Y'all really, like, y'all turned up for this, because I hit you, what, last week? Not even. It had to be Saturday.
Yeah, it was just a hectic week last week because the show, the new magazine dropped, which, by the way, I have a magazine for you.
Oh, fire.
And some lighters and shit. So, but yeah, it was just a hectic time. But it's just about timing. And I think that goes to say for anything. It's like, there's a lot of energy that anybody can put into anything, but certain things will just line up as they're supposed to, you know? Right. And obviously we were supposed to meet for a reason, so so that's dope, you know? So yeah, I'm very excited that we got to link and I got kind of an exclusive interview with you. What do you have coming up? Like, what can the people look forward to?
Man,
and what should they check out too? Like,
I'm glad you asked me too. Like, I got so many records out right now. Right now I got a record out with Fatboy called Flyy The BirD. That's we doing numbers on that one already. I got another one with BigKayBeezy out. That's doing numbers. I got a record called Deep out right now. We just shot a video with that with Benny Flash. That he shoot for Kodak and Chief Keef and a bunch of other people. He fire, so he actually sent that in. We got the done version on that, so that's crazy.
And are these like East Coast artists?
Nah,
you have features and shit?
Actually, the Fatboy is an artist from Jersey.
Okay.
He's big, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know who he is, but he out here now, if I'm not mistaken. He out here somewhere, but he a bigger artist from Jersey, you know. I think, you know, him and there's a couple other artists like J Hood and some other people from some other artists from Jersey I really wanted to get in tune with, because I just wanted to make sure I got them features out the way and say I did that with my city, you know what I'm saying?
Off tops, yeah.
Like, and that one with Fatboy, that was a song I wrote for somebody else, you know what I'm saying? I wrote that song for my bro CO at the time, and I left him on the record too, and then I left Fatboy on the record, and I just tried to push out, you know, I made sure it was good with them. Nobody said they had no problems with it, so went and dropped a record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the other one, BigKayBeezy, he huge, man. Chicago, and he got songs with Pooh Shiesty, Polo G.
Fire.
His list is long, man. You know what I'm saying? I know he was signed to Say Cheese for a minute. I don't know bruh's situation at this point or anything like that, but you know, I'm proud of homie. He just, you know, I got that verse early. The story on that is crazy too. I'll wait till we go outside though to tell that story, but remind me to tell you that story. Like, I mean, a lot of these stories are these verses on how I got these verses and stuff like that. I got some in the vault, like that, like, you know, matter of fact, I'll give you this exclusive. Nobody know this. I got a feature with Doggi Krazy that's dropping. Doggi Krazy signed to NBA Youngboy and like OG33 and all that.
Nice.
I got something with him, and that's like he's Spanish artist. You know what I'm saying? He the whole shit he did on my shit was Spanish.
That's fire.
If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we really got some shit in the vault that's like really coming to play. But I even just dropped the album, 14 records. I'm feeding people. You feel me? Like as much music as I could possibly throw out there. I'm doing a lot of features. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a lot of like, and mostly with my little bros. I'm not really charging for features because I've been doing it with my little bros and people I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really been, you know, people hit me. I ain't really been doing features like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing more of just people I fuck with. You know, stuff like that.
That's fire. So you just dropped an album. What's that album called?
Heartbreak Estate. We're going crazy. We got Max YB on there. That's Young MA artist.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if but once again, I don't know nobody's situation. So if I say something wrong, I apologize. But I know he managed by Young MA, whatever. He got records with Young MA. And he is super fire. I think he one of the top artists in Jersey too. Like seriously, like he's super fire. So I had to grab that feature. Plus, he the only one I see singing like that can match up with me like that. Like he fire. But yeah, I got a feature from bro on there. I got my sis on there. You feel me? My sis M's. You feel me? She fire, and that's also a person on our roster. You know what I mean? And my boy Blackheart from Chicago. He produced and did a record on there. My brother 2 times. I have a previous album with him. He did Shake Something, Check In, so many songs for me. The new record Chapo. He produced a bunch of them records. He's did a lot of production on there. And Lil Bro Flyy The BirD. I think that's one of the dopest features on there because he actually like probably 17 years old now.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, when you hear his verse, he really stands out. Like his part stands out crazy. Another artist from Jersey. You know, I tried to keep a lot of from Jersey on it, but had to put my boy Blackheart on there. He from Chicago, but you know, I got a lot of love for people in Chicago because there's a couple people that really show me love out there. So I try to, you know, that probably is a place I'm gonna end up going on the tour list kind of thing.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. Who you be listening to out in New York, like, or in Jersey, like, from the East Coast? Who you be into, especially on some singing shit?
Cool, I'm listening to.
You like that fool J.I.? What's his name? J.I.
J.I. hard. J.I. hard.
He's pretty cool.
J.I. He from New York area, but Jersey, who I'm listening to, my boy Standard. He hard. He's super hard. He I can't even go too much in this story. Just look him up. Standard with a dollar sign. That's definitely Jersey. My boy Flyy The BirD. I listen to him all the time. A lot of Tory Lanez.
Okay.
I listen to a lot of that, of course.
You fuck with like A Boogie? I love A Boogie. I used to like
A Boogie
love
hard.
him more like back in the day.
A Boogie hard.
I felt like he had more consistent music before, so I was like into him more at the time.
It's crazy because most of that's why I said most of the rappers you name are more New York rappers. But you know, as far as Jersey, like I listen to stuff with melodies, so I'm listening to like Shordie Shordie.
I love Shordie.
You know what I mean?
He's from Baltimore,
right? area. Yeah, like
Shordie
I'm listening to a lot of that right now.
Yeah. Shordie
I was definitely listening to Keed, R.I.P. Keed. Like I was listening to a lot of Keed for sure. Like Keed got it. Like I love their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like my bros from Florida, big skis. Oh shit, they turn the lights off on us. Did that affect anything? Or we good? Oh, we good. We good to go. All right.
I want to put you on to some West Coast melodic people. And
I'm in the OT Greedo. I'm in the Greedo heavy.
Yeah.
I was big on Drakeo, of course.
Yeah.
Like, you know, R.I.P. Drakeo.
Have you heard of Kalen's music at all?
I haven't heard it. I've heard of it. You know what I'm saying? Hektik probably more in tune than I am as far as that one, but you know, try to think artists from over here that I really like, that I really listen. I said that's why Greedo was the first person that came to my mind. Like I think that's probably my favorite artist from over here. Talking, especially talking melodic shit. Like,
How about like Roddy Ricch or Blast?
Roddy
heard
Ricch
of Roddy
fire,
Ricch
Blast fire.
Yeah.
Absolutely fire, both of them. I fuck with NBA YoungBoy, a lot of his stuff.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying? I tuned in with him a long time ago, like from his first song. You talking like Fish Tank, like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna know what I'm talking about, the people that know Beezy. Like, I tuned in from that song, and then a little while went by. I gave him a little deposit on a verse, whatever, and it was during that time he actually got locked up. You know what I'm saying? I sent the rest of his bread, you know, not even knowing the situation. You know what I'm saying? I just sent the rest of his bread. No joke, bro hit me back like literally the second he got out. Like probably like 2 days after he got out, hit me, was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send you that. Sent me an ASAP. I mean, 3 days after he got out, and that's probably one of my biggest records to date.
That's
you know
wild.
what I'm saying? He's super fire, and the stuff he's been doing is super fire. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to like dick ride on none of these artists I'm talking about. I'm just like, I really get excited, especially for young boys. Like, these dudes younger than me, so
Yeah.
I'm excited from like just being in the game, and you know what I'm saying? Just being able to tap in with people who really, you know, and tapping on a real level. That's why I mentioned that story, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
bro sent that shit 3 days after he got out. How much other shit could have been going on in his life? Yeah.
I'm excited to see what you do with the music. Like, tomorrow, I know it's gonna be a vibe.
Oh yeah.
I want to congratulate you just on like the LA stop and part of this whole journey.
Nah, for
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
Appreciate
So,
that, bro.
Yeah.
For real, for I appreciate that.
Shit, is there anything else that you want to let the people know, like that they should be aware of or tap into or whatever, anything like that?
Tap in on Underground Magazine. That's what you need to do. You know what I mean? Cause look, I came from Jersey and I tapped in, and you see how much love they showing. You see how real they being. You feel me? I'm trying to expand my brand, and they doing the same thing, and it's love out here. Go places and meet with people that really want to help other people and network with other people.
Listen to what my man's talking about. Really try to follow in these types of footsteps, man. Anybody that's trying to figure this stuff out, you got to get out there. You got to push yourself, get out the box, meet people. Like he said, this is living, standing proof right here. We did not know each other 5 days ago, and now we standing here together at the studio. He from Jersey, I'm from Cali. We linked up.
Just show love. Just be a real one. That's all it takes. All the other shit unnecessary. Like you said, just living proof.
On me. Well, shit.
She a freak off the clico. She a freak, that's nothing to me though. She a freak when she sipping clico.